Okay, welcome to the Sports Circus. Now, I can't really say this is the Friday edition across the board because it happens to be the Friday edition on this particular channel, but we are regularly Monday through Friday from 5 to 6 p.m. Pacific time in Southern California on KCAA, which covers the greater Los Angeles area. That's the NBC affiliate on 102.3 FM, 106.5 FM, and 1050 AM. Also here in fabulous Las Vegas, we are on 670 The Score. That is an SB Nation station, and that, of course, being on AM 670. So that is, again, Monday through Friday, 5 to 6 p.m. Pacific time. And starting on June 1st, we will be airing throughout the Hawaiian Islands on KPHI 96.7 FM and 11:30 a.m., plus Time Warner Cable Channel 882 throughout the Hawaiian Islands, and that will be from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. local time. So the Sports Circus is blowing up, absolutely blowing up. Now, this segment, or I should say today's show, is brought to you by Legal Shield, providing legal protection for less than $1 a day. Drinking and driving? Texting and driving? On the cell phone and driving? Maybe you got into a contract you don't even understand. Give them a call, 213-245-1305. Call for Legal Shield, 213-245-1305, or visit them at nocourt.us. That's a great URL. I love it. nocourt.us. All right, so we have our WNBA champion co-host with us today, Alicia Thompson. Great to see you again.
How's it going?
See you're down in your double T. Right?
Oh, yeah, I'm representing Texas Tech today.
Right, for all those people that don't know, Alicia is in the Texas Tech Hall of Fame. I believe the Big 12 Hall of Fame. Maybe coming soon. I don't know. That she should be if she's not there right now. That's coming potentially. And also a world champion from the Seattle Storm. So, again, congratulations. Right? Really? Is that a clap?
Thank you. Thank you. Yes.
You got to do one of these. You remember like on the old...
I'm giving myself a sitting ovation.
Right. Remember the old like Three Stooges and whatnot? They do this kind of thing. There it is. That's Mo Howard. That one's for you, Lenny. So, anyway, let's talk a little bit about the lack of drama in the NBA. Because we know what's going to happen. We know Cleveland's going to come out of the East. We know with the injury to Kawhi Leonard that Golden State's coming out of the West. Now, we also know that Brown can't lead a team to a championship. Therefore, the default winner is Cleveland. I can't see it any other way. It's so anticlimactic. It's disgusting. It's almost eventless. I can't even imagine spending a moment watching it, except for maybe some highlights that we'll see on the news. Other than that, you already know what's going to happen. Go bowling or do something else. Alicia.
You know what, Sal? I never thought that I would hear myself say this, but I think that's the smartest thing you've said since we've met.
Well, thank you.
Cleveland's going to win it.
Well, I'll tip my hat to you. Thank you very much. I mean, really, it is so painstakingly obvious. It really is. And I think with the injury of Kawhi Leonard, it just wrecks everything. Because this was a team, the San Antonio club, could actually beat Golden State, and they really would play Cleveland tough, given their defensive stance. I don't know. I mean, now it's you've got basically the blind leading the deaf, because the blind being Brown and all the players in Golden State, they don't want to hear what he has to say. They really don't. I mean, isn't Curry really the coach of that team at this point?
Well, you know what? It's like when he was coaching for the Cavs. LeBron was coaching the team at that point. You know, Mike Brown, he just doesn't have the cojones to stand up to his players and lead them and direct them as he should as the coach. You know, and in certain circumstances that doesn't get you wins. It gets you a lot of losses.
Right, lots of L's, and let's face it, that's why he hasn't been the coach of a championship team. He had a ready-made team in Cleveland, and he could not deliver. Now, again, he has a ready-made team in Golden State, and he will not deliver. Sorry, Golden State. Sorry, Oakland. Sorry, State of California. Sorry, Western Conference. It ain't happening. The only hope you had was San Antonio. Now, the big donut. You heard it here first on the Sports Circus. So, Alicia.
Well, you know what?
Go ahead.
We're not going to count San Antonio out yet.
I hope not, because
they're a championship team. You can't count a championship team out. They always pull through. They'll find a way to win. That's what champions do. And they've won enough and had enough experience to come in and do something. So let's not give up on my Texas team just yet.
I don't want to.
Come on.
I don't want to. I want them to win everything. I don't want to see LeBron James win. I would rather see Pop win another one, because when Pop gets there, he usually wins. Not always, but most of the time he wins. I think he's, 87% or 83% on getting there and winning, if I'm not mistaken. Whatever the case, I think that's 5 out of 6, right?
That's not bad, yeah.
That's not bad. If my math serves me right. But the league is the league is really watered down at this point. Wouldn't you agree?
It is. I feel like they have to bring in some players to get it back to where it used to be. There's just a lot of things going on. You have owners doing some things that they shouldn't be behind the scenes, and it's just turning into, again, it's a business. But we got to get back to basketball.
But how do you bring players in and change the culture? It's popular culture that has taken over the NBA right now with me. Now, we talked about this yesterday on the afternoon show, but really with all the individuals and all the money-driven money grabs and big contracts, the players that maybe you're referring to existed in an era previous too. Wouldn't you agree?
Well, you go back to those players. I think those players are still out there, but you go find those players who aren't worried about that. You find players that are playing the game because they love to play the game, and believe me, there are some players out there who would love to be in the league that aren't concerned. Now, obviously, they're going to want to make some money, yes, but there are some players out there who are some true ballers. You can go to the park, the rec center, and find cats that can hoop, who are really good, that can come in and just play basketball. And that's all that they really want to do anyway.
Right, I would agree. The only problem is convincing the owners that they're good enough to play on those particular teams at a particular price. So how do you take the crop that you have now? You almost have to let them weed themselves out. Because how many players in the CBA right now would love to play in the NBA? How many players in the WMLBA would love to play in the WNBA? Now, you as a coach,
spoiling these players,
right? You as a coach in the WMLBA for the Dallas Storm, correct? Dallas Lightning. Dallas Lightning. Sorry, Janelle. It's the Dallas Lightning. So for the Dallas Lightning, you see hungry kids that want to take the step and just play at that level, because it's not about money. It's about getting to the top of the game, just like you have, right? Right.
Oh, yeah. That's every player's dream, is to play, to play for the top of the top and the elite of the elite. And there's some players, again, that I'm coaching right now that have a legitimate shot to play in the league. It's just about getting in front of the right coach, having the right opportunity, and being the right fit for what that coach is looking for, what that team is looking for. But again, you put players in the league because of the name that they have or the school that they go to. It gets political, and I know because I play in the WNBA. I'm sure it's political in the NBA, but they're bringing in a lot of spoiled players, again, because they have the name. They went to a certain school, and they can ball, but they're missing a lot of other factors that is keeping the game authentic.
Right, I would agree. And then the worst part about that is the culture and the legalities, which we'll get into in the next segment, of why the league is so watered down. And I tell you, that is a gigantic, big mess, a huge mess, and you're going to hear a lot about it on the next segment here on the Sports Circus. Talk to you soon.